2021 has been an awesome year for the Nintendo Switch and video games in general. There are so many titles released for the platform in 2021 that it has taken quite a bit of effort to keep track of it all. From first-party releases to many physical and digital releases, it's safe to say there is plenty of games to play. And I played a lot in 2021. I think I personally bought and played a record amount of Nintendo Switch games this year. But a sad reality is, you just can't get to it all, especially in one year. Most people do not have the time nor the money to buy every new release. We gotta pick and choose at times. Even though I got to play a lot of new games this year, there were some titles I just couldn't pick up this year for one reason or another. And that brings us to today's subject of this video. I got some gaming missed opportunities. I'm going to go over 8 Nintendo Switch games that I missed in 2021. These are titles I want to pick up and play in the future. I also want to hear yours too, because I'm sure there were some games you weren't able to get to this year. So make sure to put them in the comments down below. I really do love reading those. But enough delay, we got some games to cover today. So hang on, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and let's go over today's list of 8 Nintendo Switch games I missed in 2021. I have the first Bravely Default game on the 3DS, and when Bravely Default 2 was announced, I was interested. Then I played the demo, and it was okay. It wasn't the best foot forward for it. I thought the demo was a little bit of a miss, but hearing the response from reviews and other people playing the game has got me pretty intrigued. But this game also came out at a time where I really couldn't afford to buy a video game, and thus it got put on the back burner. With other RPGs that came out this year for the Switch, I just didn't have the time to go get this one, especially since it would be destined to sit in my backlog for a long while. I almost did pick it up this holiday season. It became as low as $30 at one point, but considering I'm already between 3 RPGs, I just don't have the time for it. Hopefully in 2021, I'll get some time. Neo: The World Ends With You falls in the same boat. It's an RPG that I just didn't have the time for with all the releases in 2021. This game came out kind of at a bad time too, as it was released in a month that saw way too many big releases for the Nintendo Switch. This game became the odd man out, and I think for a lot of people, it was the same way. I did hear some really positive views on the game, and the demo seemed to be a good taste of what to possibly expect. RPGs though, you only have so much time for it, so maybe in 2022, I'll get that chance. The next 2, I'm counting as 2 games, because well, really they are 2 games, even though yes, you can buy it in a bundle. Famicom Detective Club: The Missing Heir and Famicom Detective Club: The Girl Who Stands Behind were games I first heard about via Smash Trophies years ago. I found out these games were originally made for the Famicom and were basically visual novels, detective stories. I was intrigued, and I do love me a good detective story. And let me tell you, I was shocked to hear that Nintendo was remaking them for the Switch, and most of all, shocked we were getting English translations, an official release. The only disappointment is that we never really got a physical release here. For myself, it really came down to being a busy schedule plus a full plate of games that has prevented me from picking these games up in 2021. But I will tell you, it won't be long until I will be playing them. Doubling back to the topic of RPGs from earlier, there's another RPG from 2021 that I really want to get to at some point. That is Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne HD Remaster. I actually own the original for PS2, but seeing how they cleaned it up a bit, and the fact that now it's portable being on the Nintendo Switch, has me a little bit intrigued. I wasn't too thrilled with the price tag, though, when this originally came out this year. I honestly thought $50 was way too high, which is why I initially skipped it. Since then, it has really come down in price, and you can get it anywhere between $20 and $30 on the regular. Now it's just dealing with some RPGs I have before I make room for more. I remembered when I first played the original No More Heroes way back on the Nintendo Wii. It was crazy fun, and here we are in 2021, we got No More Heroes 3. This was a really nice surprise on the Nintendo Switch. This one got missed due to just being a full plate at the time, and needing to balance the budget with all the fall Nintendo Switch releases that were coming out. I was also kind of hoping for a sale this holiday season too, but that really didn't come to fruition. Also, I really want to pick up the digital releases of No More Heroes 1 and 2, but just like Part 3, I'm waiting for more of a drop in price. We'll see if that happens in 2022. This next one might be my biggest gaming regret of 2021, not being able to pick up this one, but trust me, I aim to rectify this one day. Eastward. This game looks so beautiful. This game got some hype before it was released too, but since its release, I've heard nothing but positive things about this game. Some even saying it's one of the best indie games on the Nintendo Switch. I got to find out about this one in 2022. It's an action-adventure role-playing game that seems to have a lot of heart and has such a beautiful art style too. Yes, I gotta get around to this one day. And finally, we come to Tetris Effect. So I've played Tetris Effect before through my PC, and to be honest, I never really expected it to come to the Nintendo Switch. So I was shocked to see the announcement for it this past fall, and on top of that, to hear that it runs beautifully on the Nintendo Switch too. I mean, just seeing it on the other platforms, I thought it was too much for Nintendo's console, but I was wrong. I love the game on PC, and I really do want to own it on the Nintendo Switch, especially for the on-the-go gameplay. For now, I'm just waiting for a good price for this one to get it. I'm hoping to see a deal around $20. We'll hopefully see that in 2022. And that's my list of games I missed in 2021. I really did play a lot of games in 2021 though, so I got to way more games than I thought I would. It's been a good year. Also, speaking of games of 2021, you can kind of consider this as a companion piece of sorts to my top 10 Nintendo Switch games of 2021 video that I did last week. If you haven't yet seen that video, I got you covered. There should be a card that shows on screen in the corner where you can check that out. There will also be a link to it down below as well. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. It lets me know that you appreciate it. And if you have any games that you missed in 2021 that you want to try to get to in the future, let me know in the comments down below. If you're not a subscriber, well, you should be. I post new videos each and every week, and you definitely don't want to miss a single video. I want to take a moment to thank my Patreon members. Thank you for your continued support. You can check out the Patreon if you wish to additionally support this channel. But with that said, thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you next time.